Hey everyone, Saturday has arrived, so welcome to our fourth session of E-Tinker Weekend. My name is Dylan, and returning again this week,
It's me, Shahrul. It's great to be back again. It was so much fun during the second session of E-Tinker Weekend. I really enjoy building and playing with the balloon-powered car. By the way, what experiment will we be doing today, Dylan?
I'm glad you asked, Charles. Today, we're going to clean this dirty water.
Oh, that is interesting. Are we going to do soap to clean this water, Dylan?
No, we will not be using soap, but we will build a DIY water filter. Do you know what a DIY water filter is? Basically, a water filter passes water through some materials to clean the water. A water filter can make dirty water that's murky become crystal clear.
Wow, we will be building DIY water filter? That sounds like fun. I'm excited to see this dirty water to transform to clear water. But will it be hard to do that?
Worry not, Charles. It's incredibly easy. All the materials that are needed are easily obtainable. All we need are an empty 1.5 liter bottle without a cap, some cotton, some medium sized stones, some small pebbles, some sand, a knife, a pair of scissors, and of course, our dirty water. For the dirty water, you can simply mix up some soil, dry leaves, or dirt with water. Muddy water is also acceptable. If you have the materials ready, you can type ready in the FB comments below.
Wow, are those all we need to make this water filter? That sounds fun.
Yes, I'm excited to start building it. But before we begin, Charles, do you have any tips and suggestions for today's activity?
Yes, I do have tips and suggestions. Please take note that even though the water is filtered out will look clean and clear, the water is not drinkable. So do not drink the water. And also, you need adult supervision like your parents or other siblings to help you as we're going to use the sharp tools. So please be careful while handling these sharp tools. Okay?
Thanks, Charles, for sharing the tips. Now, without further ado, let's get this experiment started. Are you ready to build the DIY water filter? If you are, give us a thumbs up emoji in the comment section. Okay, looks like you're ready. First, get your knife and make a cut around the halfway point of the bottle. After you make the cut, you can use scissors to cut the bottom half. As we will be using knife and scissors, please get your parents to supervise you.
Got it.
To make things easier, you can flip the top half of the bottle and put it inside the bottom half like this.
And next, take the cotton and put in the top of the half the bottle. If you're using cotton balls like this, you can spread them out first and place them in the bottle. You don't have to push the cotton through the hole, just keep it sitting in the bottle and make sure the cotton in the bottle is about 1 inch high and is cover the entire bottom of the bottle. Make sure it's flat and even.
The one-
All right, one more. See? Then we'll take the sand you have prepared and gently pour it into the bottle. Make sure to pour it evenly above the cotton. You will want the sand layer to be about 1 inch high as well. Spread it evenly. Nice.
Next, take small pebbles and gently pour them into the bottle as well. You'll want about an inch height as well. Lastly, take the medium-sized stones and place them into the bottle. You'll want quite a bit of them as the top layer.
Place them.
And with that, you've finished building the water filter. How about you kids? Please give us a thumbs up emoji if you are done.
Dylan, are you ready to filter out this dirty water right now? I'm curious if it can really filter water as dirty as this.
Why don't we test it out then? Do grab your camera and record your water filter in action. If you are ready, let's take the dirty water and pour it into the top of the water filter.
Try it out.
The first drops of water that comes out of the water filter may still be dirty, but after filtering for a while, the water should become clear and cleaner. But remember, even though the water looks clear, the water is not drinkable. Let's have a look at our dirty water next to our filtered water. It looks cleaner. Not bad, huh? But remember, do not drink them, as the water filters that can produce drinkable water do much more than just clean the water and make it clear. Some even add minerals to the water to make them clean and drinkable. Okay, Charol, do you know how the DIY water filter works?
Yes, DIY water filter is pretty simple. The top layer, which is the medium stones, prevent the sediments from the water from passing through. Example of sediments are dirt, small rocks, or other non-soluble things. The smaller pebbles do the same thing as well, only for the sediment that is much smaller.
That's right, Charol. Next, the water flows to the sand layer. The sand layer filters out any fine impurities that exist in the dirty water. Some fine impurities may not be visible to the naked eye. The cotton layer basically acts as a bit to prevent the sand and stones from passing through the bottle. Only water can pass through all the layers.
Wow, the water that comes out from this filter is definitely much cleaner than the one that we just started. How about you kids? Do you guys manage to build your DIY water filter?
Now, if you're having some problems with your water filter, here are some troubleshooting tips. If the water that filters out is still dirty, allow the water filter to cycle through water a few times, and the water that comes out should eventually be clearer. If it is still dirty, it is possible that the sand is not fine enough. Sand with small grains is called fine sand. Sometimes the the water may be too dirty or discolored that the water filter may not be able to make the water clear. That is something that we should keep in mind.
If the water doesn't flow out from the water filter, try add more water into the water filter. If water still doesn't flow out, it is possible that the sand is too fine. Try changing the sand to more coarse type.
And that's really it. If you followed all the steps thoroughly, you should now have a working DIY water filter. You know what, Cheryl? I'm going to use this filtered water for my plants later.
I'm very sure your plants will love it, Dylan. Since we're talking about water filtration, have you heard about water purification?
Oh, I heard that before. But can you explain to us what's the difference between water filtration and water purification?
With pleasure, Dylan. Water filtration uses either biological processes, chemicals, or physical barrier to remove contaminants from the water, which improve the taste, color, and purification of the water. However, it doesn't remove small contaminants such as chemicals, viruses, which is why water purification is important to further purify the water. But it's important to note that water purification will remove the mineral in the water.
As we're building our own water filter, you might be wondering about industrial water filtration systems. Some examples are ultraviolet purification, reverse osmosis, media filters, coolant filtration systems, and many more. Okay, kids, that's all for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in our FB comments.
Before we end our live session today, please share your picture or video of your DIY water filter activity by using the Google form provided in the Facebook comments. As usual, we will choose one lucky winner per session and stand chance to win a 10 ringgit popular voucher and our official Penang International Science Fair t-shirt from Penang Science Cluster, and the winner will be announced every last week of the month. So stay tuned for the winner announcement.
We hope you guys enjoyed the live session.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you in the next session.
Bye.
Bye.